Well, lately the White House involved with those populations at 12 galaxies. They were ruling, they were committing those attempts at murder cases and treasons against a ruling of trillion galaxies and committed against their entire society. And I'm trying to go to the United Nations for the impeachments, probably at 2012 or 2010, and try to get litigations against the CIA for not paying me as that movie star, that TV star. The Pentagon and NASA is also involved, keeping the space vacations, flying saucers, and the rocket society's top secret. So those other galaxies, they were more advanced with better architectures and better populations too.
So what is your thought on the Mayan calendar 2012 situation?
I think probably the 2012, that's probably a pretty accurate prediction of something that was similar to the Armageddon that was in the Bible, the New Testament or Old Testament Bible, and probably referring to the end of a closed society where the space vacations and the rocket societies and the flying saucers will probably become public across the other planets across the solar system. Then probably the populations on those other planets maybe we're about 4.5 billion or 5 billion more advanced than today's humans and people.
Now, do you think it's like it's like a Earth cycle, how we have seasons? There's like you know, like here's fall again, here's summer again, so the polar shift is kind of like a Earth cycle. It's kind of predicted in a calendar sense, like we're advanced civilizations historically, we're aware of this, and we kind of lost it through in this modern day age. So is a polar shift kind of, it's just a cycle of the Earth pretty much, and there's...
Well, I think the CIA was involved with those 12 galaxies, and they were keeping it a secret that those populations that were across those other planets, and the 12 galaxies in the White House were going against domestic enemies, those certain ancestries that were friends with Russia and the Eastern Bloc nations. So probably the CIA was spying on some domestic enemies too.
Well, what's up with the Anunnaki? Have you heard about that? Those folks?
I've probably heard about some of those other stuff. I think
Anunnaki in the Sumerian culture, Samaria, way before the birth of Christ and way before Egyptian times.
They probably already had some information about other planets, but other galaxies, but they couldn't get. They probably couldn't get too much to the general public that time. But I think they were trying to tell those Middle Eastern nations about those other galaxies too, but they didn't get that far with it.
Yeah, it just got washed out over time, huh?
Yeah, but I think probably it's now coming to probably close to an end of a closed society, and now I was able to talk to CBS, ABC World News, and NBC Nightly News, and I was able to tell them more about these galaxies, and I think the general public was more informed now afterwards.
So it's now like the time to really learn how to cultivate your own food and really learn about that, because we're on the brink of losing, supposedly we're on the brink of losing, you know, convenience of everything that we're used to. So now's the time to really, what do you think about all that?
Well, probably Bill Clinton and the 12 galaxies was involved with some attempts at murder cases and trying to deprive some of the food consumptions and try to starve their enemies to death, and probably try to deprive some of that convenience too, the food convenience. And but I think in the future probably they'll have a more advanced technology, more computerized, and the convenience will probably be more automated and more computerized, and I think it will serve the customers more.
Nice, brother. Hey, well, it's good. Thanks for your time, man. I appreciate it. And have a great day. Okay. And we'll run into you soon, man.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks for spreading the real talk.
Yeah,
Lots of love.
Thank you.